All right, let's talk about the Sunday Nighter where you guys can join us right here on Pub Sports Radio. We'll be live betting this one. 8:20 p.m. Eastern, Los Angeles Chargers 5-3, 3-1 on the road. San Francisco 49ers 4-4, 2-1 at home. Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Another spot where we have a team coming off of a bye. This opened up at Pinnacle with the Niners minus 6.5 at minus 108. It's now up to minus 127, which means it's a 7 in most books. From a total perspective, it opened up at 46 as a pick'em. It's now, 46.5 as a pick'em. It's now 46.5 juice to the under. I'm really interested always with people's looks on these games where we're going to be live betting them together. 3,240 tickets in, 47% of tickets, 69% cash on the Niners. 51% of tickets, 84% cash on the under. Chargers come in off a 2017 win at Atlanta. Dicker, the kicker, kicked a 37-yard winner. Game-ending field goal just 3 days after being signed as a free agent. They survived that fumble by Eckler that Taquan Graham picked up and then fumbled himself. It was just wild. Absolutely wild. Playing without their two best receivers, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert was 30 of 43 for 245 yards and 1 touchdown. We can keep expecting that Keenan Allen's going to come back, but it's a very dangerous thing.
Yeah, that might just never happen, man.
Yeah. They were 8 of 16 on third down. Joshua Palmer caught 8 passes for 106 yards. He looked good. DeAndre Carter caught 5 for 53. Eckler ran 14 times for 47 and a touchdown, caught 7 for 24 and a touchdown, but that fumble could have been extremely costly. The defense got gashed on the ground, 201 yards on the ground, but did enough to get the victory. 2 sacks, 3 quarterback hits. And Atlanta was up 10-0 in the first quarter. The first quarter, the Chargers were held without a first down. That's the 4th straight game that these Chargers have been behind by at least 10 points. And they're 3-1 in those games. And I think it's Herbert, and I wouldn't ever say anything nice about Staley. But they beat Cleveland and Denver in that spot and lost to Seattle. And they're dealing with more injuries. Defensive tackle Austin Johnson was carted off with a knee injury at the end of the third. He's been one of their best run defenders. And they're already out Jerry Tillery. So Johnson's done. He's going to miss the rest of the season. Trey Pipkins left the game in the fourth quarter with a knee injury. I still need to get an update on that. Bosa and Rashawn Slater are hoping to return at some point, but not this week, later this year. 49ers coming fresh off their bye week. Last seen a dominant 31-14 win at the Rams. Jimmy G, 21-25 for 235, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Ayuk caught 6 for 81 and a touchdown. McCaffrey ran 18 times for 94 yards and a touchdown. Caught 8 for 55 yards, a touchdown. Threw a touchdown. 11th player in NFL history to rush for 1, throw for 1, catch for 1. LaDainian Tomlinson was the last one in 05. Only 4 players have done it since 1970. They held the Rams to just 223 yards. They held the Rams to 58 yards in the second half. And now Deebo Samuel, Eric Armstead, Dre Greenlaw, Kyle Usage, and possibly Jason Verrett. This is going to be a different looking 49ers team, and the run will start now. But that's a big spread. It's a big spread. Take it away for us, Andy. The Sunday Nighter Chargers Niners.
I would love to fade the Niners. They're not... You know what? The Niners are probably a really good regular season team. They have a great roster. It's just not a playoff team I'm willing to back. Not a spot I want to lay a lot of points with. And yes, it's kind of a dream matchup for Christian McCaffrey. It's a really bad run defense. If they just want to stick to, handing the ball off to him and everyone else, I think they're going to be successful. But this is a big number, which puts me on the other side, right? Yeah, maybe you take the Chargers plus the points. What I saw last week, when they're missing their top receivers and they're going to do that against an Atlanta offense, that Atlanta defense is legitimate low-key bad, like bottom 5 bad now that they're missing all those pieces. How slowly the offense started against a bad defense has me terrified for them versus a legitimately good defense with good pass rushers, good corner pieces. And all 3 levels are the Niners are obviously better than the Falcons. So it's a pass. It's a pass for me. This total's probably nuts on. And yeah, I want to fade the Niners if they're a big favorite, but this is just the wrong team for me.
Yeah, it's some just doesn't feel. It's a big spread, and Herbert.
I mean, if the offense had looked live, versus a bad Atlanta defense and be like, yeah, maybe they can do this against a better defense, and maybe it's a step back, but they can still move. They really look stuck in mud, and yeah, you're missing your top two receivers. You got to lean on Palmer. It's not ideal, but this is a big step up in competition on the road against a good defense. Coming off a bye, this is a hard pass game because I'm not interested in laying this many points with Jimmy G.
I wonder if we just go back to that first quarter, first half. Skydragon says 2 weeks for Shanahan to prepare. The first 15 are going to be magical. 7-0 49ers early. Then Jimmy G will play like Jimmy G, and they'll score 17 points total.
Yeah, if you want a Chargers number, you probably take it after the first beautiful Shanahan drive, like he points out.
Yeah, I'm interested.
If I wanted to spend money on San Francisco, I would just fly there, go drink some wine.
Oh, it's so expensive. What an expensive city.
It really is.
I'm interested in the Niners early, but it's a pretty expensive proposition. I mean, right now at Bet365, you get first quarter minus 2.5 at minus 120. You get first half minus 3.5 at minus 120. It's pretty expensive. A lot can go wrong. The Chargers score one touchdown. You're not cashing that first quarter, and the half is up for grabs.
Better spots on the boards. I hate this one.
Okay, I'm gonna have more time with that, and we'll be live betting it right here on Pub Sports Radio.